Does it happen that if I just give you one test and you write something and I'll be okay, fine, 100%, this is your personality type? Is it right way to say that? Or when you say that, for example, let's say, okay, this girl, where is that girl? Stand up. Do you have a best friend in the school? Do you have a friend? Okay, we don't want to know the name. What is that person? What is that kind of person that person is? Explain, who is your best friend? What kind of personality he or she is?
Understanding, sir, I have the courage to tell me when I am right and bring you back to the right path.
Very nice. Okay, so you know this thing about that person, right? This impression is there in your mind, right? Now, tell everybody, how did this impression was created into your mind? Was it on day one or after a certain period?
After a certain period.
What happened after a certain period?
Like after spending time, then I understood the person.
Very nice. So consistently that person was doing something that led you to understand, oh, this is that kind of a person, right? So behavior consistency principle, everybody. Behavior consistency principle. Consistently how you behave, how you react and how you respond through different situations. Sit down. Through different situations. That tells me what kind of a person you are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep you with me for 5 days and I'm going to see how consistently you behave in different scenarios and different situations. Why do we do that? Because the best predictor of your future behavior is past behavior in similar situations. So I know that in the Indian Army, Navy and the Air Force, when you become officers, you will be subjected to different VUCA situations. Volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous scenarios. There will not be any written standard operating procedure. You have to fire only these many bullets. From here the fire will come. That's how the crash happens. This is how the geography is going to behave. This is the geography, this is the terrain. Nothing is constant, everything is volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous in operational theatre in the Army, Navy and the Air Force. Everything is going to be very dynamic. Everything. You will be subjected to constant stress and pressure throughout 24/7, 365 days in your life as an officer. So consistently how you are going to behave in these kinds of situations, that is what is being tested. I want to see behavior consistency in you. The more stable you are, the more consistently you will behave. If I throw sodium in water, what happens? What is the reaction? What? Say again. Okay, one person. What happens if I throw sodium in water? Tell me. It catches fire, right? So they store sodium in kerosene, right? Pani mein daloge to. So that's why we say sodium is very reactive in water, right? So if you are reactive, that means you are not consistent. But if you are responsive, that means you are consistent. So what is the difference between being responsive and reactive? Yes. Why do I get answer from only one person? Why others don't speak? Either I am very bad or there is a problem in you. Or probably only this lot is interested, rest of the lot is not interested. Yes. What is the difference between reactive and responsive?
Sir, reacting is just reacting without thinking, sir. Responding is stopping and thinking and then reacting.
Very nice. So if I think and then I react, that is response. Without thinking, if I react, that is just reaction. Right? So stop, take a step back and then you react. That means it's a response. Immediately I am just giving out something. That is reaction. So if you are stable, you are going to respond. Consistently, if you are stable, through different scenarios, through different uncertainties, if you are a stable person, that means you are likely to get recommended in the SSB. Okay. So, now the question comes, if consistency is everything, then how do you build consistency? What is this habit loop? How do you build consistency? Discipline. What else? By doing it regularly. Why will you do it regularly? Tell me, why will you do it regularly? To make a habit. And then what happens? Huh? Routine. Then what happens? It becomes your character. So basically, there is a cue that is going to trigger that one particular behavior. You put that into routine. Then you know that you are going to get benefited. There is a reward. Then again you repeat. Then that becomes your identity. That's how the consistency is built. There's a cue, routine, reward, repeat, and identity. Until and unless it does not become your identity, that consistency, until and unless that does not become your identity, you are not improving. You are not becoming a better version of you. What you were today, if it has to become a better version of you, better than what you were yesterday, you need to have some consistency. That consistency is nothing but habit is that foundation of that consistency. If you follow this cue, routine, reward, repeat until it becomes your identity, until then you are not improving. And once it becomes your identity, that means you are improving. Okay. So finally, we come to this slide. The 4 power centers. This is a balanced mind and balanced personality. Thinking mind, social heart, courageous gut, and disciplined body. What is a thinking mind? You said, no, sir, why will I not feel stress? When do you not feel stress? When you have clarity of thought. You know what you need to do, especially in volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, right? So what is that thinking mind? Clarity of thought, logical reasoning, plan, execute, right? Strategic planning. Then second, social heart. Your social intelligence, how you behave in social groups. Your empathy, compassion, mutual respect, teamwork, and bonding. Courageous gut. Once you have faith in your own abilities, you know your strengths, your own weaknesses, you can take initiatives. You have some integrity under pressure, sense of responsibility, ownership. You can take certain risks with responsibility and have moral courage to bear the consequences of your actions. Last one is disciplined body. Physical fitness, manage your energies, mental resilience, disciplined body, fitness. If you have these 4 things, that means you are a balanced personality. Can you guys say with 100% conviction that all of you are balanced personality? Yes or no? Are all of you balanced? Then where do you think is the problem? What do you guys think? Can you guys look at yourself in the mirror and identify where exactly is the problem in you? Where is the problem? अरे मुझे नहीं बताओगे तो कम से कम अपने अंदर तो गार्ड बांध के रखो. 100 लोगों के सामने नहीं भी बोलना है. You have to answer the truth to yourself. SSB तुम्हारा है, मेरा नहीं है. मेरा हो गया, 16-17 साल पहले हो गया. Can you guys identify out of this entire thing about yourself what is the problem? With conviction, 100%. खाली इधर वाले yes, इधर वाले नहीं. Can you guys identify what's the problem in you? If I ask एक को खड़ा करके what is the problem in you, will you be able to answer? Really? Well, let's start. बताना जरा, what is the problem in you? What do you guys think? This first row. Are you a balanced personality? There is a problem in your social heart. Okay, what about you? You can't plan and execute. Sit. What about you? Quality sleep. You guys, you are struggling for sleep? School captain, yeah, he's struggling for sleep, man. Okay, next. You are not courageous. You don't have faith in your physical abilities. You don't have faith in your body. Then next guy. You have any answers? Clarity of thought. No clarity of thought. क्या करना है life में? I don't know. Sit down. I'm just doing this dummy exercise so that you understand you really need to pay attention. Everything is going to get built ahead after this. For all those who have been paying attention in the class or this session, whatever I have been talking since morning, everything is linked. If you have paid attention, I have put a lot of thought in creating all these things for you. I've been working for last 20 days, how exactly I'm going to reach to your level. I can't talk to a psychologist. I'm not taking a class on psychology. I'm teaching some students, some kids. This has to go into your brain. Okay? And doesn't matter, trust me, you will be one out of those 12-13 lakh people who appear for exams, written exam of NDA, or those thousands of people who are going to apply to 10+2 TES entry and 10+2 BTech entry. But trust me, only 460 to 490 from entire India will get into NDA. If you want to be one amongst those, then you really need to pay attention. Not because I'm teaching here, have some faith, I've built a board. So I know exactly what's going to happen at SSB. Okay? With me? Too many songs that I'm singing about myself. I don't want to sing my own songs anymore. Okay. So how do you bring up things that are not there in your balanced personality? Sir, ये तो बता दिया आपने balanced personality क्या है. मैंने identify भी कर लिया क्या problem है. अब how to work on that problem and how to develop, right? So this is the answer. Mind, create structured plan. Body, prioritize sleep and exercise. Heart, ask friends for help. Gut, attempt tough things in life. जिस चीज से डर लगता है, things that scare you, that is the first thing that you should do, right? Do you guys have a swimming test here? Yes, sir. Are you supposed to jump from 5 meter, 10 meter कुछ है? Yes, sir. Huh? Say again? 3 meters. Can everybody jump? Yes, sir. Yes, no? Yes, sir. On first attempt, on the day of your first attempt, did you guys jump from 3 meters? Yes, sir. First attempt में? एनडीए में तो 10 मीटर से जंप करना पड़ेगा. हाँ, कर लोगे? 10 meters is too high यार. I was myself scared in life when I went to INA. And INA, Navy is all about swimming. Navy में swimming, diving is very normal. Okay, jumping from the forecastles of ship. Forecastle is the front part of your warship. You know, they are as high as 10, 12, 14 meters from the sea level. वहाँ से you have to jump. मेरे को तो बहुत डर लग रहा था. I was very scared. So what do we say? To develop courage, you have to do the tough things first. Whatever is the toughest thing, whatever demands highest courage, that is the first thing that you do. Peer conflict, socially adjust होने में अगर problem है, how do you do? You don't speak. You listen to understand, then you speak. This is what you need to do in group discussion. In picture perception and description test, I will tell you all these things in detail, SSB के 5 दिन. But understand, whatever group discussions you do, whether you do it at SSB or you do GDPF or any private placement after you become engineers. GD, you listen to understand, then you respond. First you understand what other person is saying, then you give up your peace of mind. Second, find logical options. Logic कहाँ से आएगा? From where will the logic be built? Clarity of thought कहाँ से आएगा? Thinking, huh? Knowledge. So that is that academic IQ. First slide. Remember practical intelligence, academic IQ? Practical intelligence comes from academic IQ. If you apply that in practical situations of varying complexity, that is your practical intelligence. Oh, that is exactly what this is. Gut, speak assertively, बिना डरे. क्या हो जाएगा? बोलने में अगर डर लगता है, if you are shy, don't think that कि what others are going to feel. If you have 100% confidence on the correctness of what you are going to speak, and at the same time don't speak too much. It's not that you are the only one in the group who's going to participate. You have to listen to understand, but at the same time speak assertively. Body, breathing control. Breathing control है तो then you can modulate your tone and tenor. Once you modulate your tone and tenor, then you are making a space for yourself in a social setting. Third, stage performance. Rehearse thoroughly. Adopt power stance. Your body. connect with the audience, and you have to start strong. This is exactly what I'm doing right now here, standing in front of you.